Hi, I'm Pauline Field, and this is your daily video on retiring happily. And today I want to talk about stereotypes. Unfortunately, aging is one of those. And it starts early, actually, for women particularly, once we're past 40. So when we're 60 or 70 or older, it gets even worse. And you'd think by now we would have made a dent in that, but we haven't. So today I want to talk about how we can think about it differently so that we don't get caught up in it too, that we don't think because our age is a certain number that it means we're less than. So I wanted to start off by giving you a few examples of people that you probably have heard of that became famous for what they did later in life. So one that we all know is Colin Sanders, otherwise known as Colonel Sanders, who started KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. He was 65 when he started that. How about the thesaurus? You know, the book we go to when we want a synonym or an antonym. He wrote that at age 73. Diana Nyad, she did that amazing swim from Cuba to Florida at age 64. Somebody I had never heard of, but her name is Gladys Burrell. She ran a marathon at age 92. And lastly, Grandma Moses, you may have heard of, became very famous as an artist. And she didn't start painting until she was 76. So in case you're thinking that your best days, your most creative days, your innovative days are over, they don't have to be. Just because we're a little older doesn't mean to say we're done, because we're not. So we need to challenge those stereotypes, particularly in our own thinking, but also if we come across them in anybody else. The new TV series with Kathy Bates, Matlock, she really delves into being invisible as a middle-aged woman. And she goes and gets the job done anyway, often better than the younger people. I myself have been a late bloomer all the way along. So, I published my first book when I was in my 60s. And I don't know about you, but continually learning is something that I think is really necessary. And actually, we do it almost every day anyway. We're learning new things. But if we specifically take on something to learn, I've read stories of people in the 80s and 90s taking on something totally different. Somebody who thought they weren't very good at math, taking on all kinds of crazy math classes. Somebody who never picked up any kind of a racket, playing pickleball and learning that game. So, whatever it is, lifelong learning really helps us. And, like Alan Sanders, maybe there's a business inside you that wants to come out. It could be small, doesn't have to be on the kind of scale of KFC, but maybe there's a particular recipe of soap that you have found that you just love for yourself, and maybe you give it away to your family. Well, maybe there's other people that would like it too. Even in this day of soap that that pumps out of a bottle, bar soap can be lovely. So really, what it takes is positive dialogue and positive monologue with ourselves and with other people. We can really be as alive as we are. So whether you have physical ailments, disabilities, it doesn't matter. You've learned, or you will learn, how to deal with them and get on with your life. So I hope you have a really good day today and just relish that you've made it this far. That's pretty great. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you back here